All right, so based on the study that we talked about earlier this morning, what's the percentage of body language in communication?
55.
55 body language.
Oh, body language.
Tone of voice? 38. And words? 7%. Okay, so it's not what you say, how you say it. Okay, very good. So let's talk about body language from all the way from top to bottom. Let's start with eye contact. We keep hearing about eye contact. Eye contact. What is the proper eye contact? Yes. So how many of you heard? If someone is not looking you in the eye, they probably are what? Lying. How many of you heard that before?
Yeah.
Okay. So my dad used to tell me that a lot as well. So my question to you is this: don't you think liars know that? So what do they do instead?
Look in the eye.
They look you in the eye and they lie. At least the good ones, right? The good ones. That's what they do. Now there's a study. It's been done, and they talk about that in the assertive way. And they said anything less than 5 seconds of eye contact, you come across as you're incompetent or you're hiding something, meaning you're lying. Anything less than 5 seconds, right? And anything more than 5 seconds, you come across as a creep. Okay? So you want to keep it around 5 seconds. Now my question is, would that apply if you're the speaker or the listener? Which one do you think? The speaker, right? Because if you're the listener, if you look away, somebody speaking to you, now you come across as, you're not interested, you're looking away, yes? So if you are the listener, you want to maintain eye contact with the speaker as long as they're maintaining eye contact with you. Simple?
Yes.
If you are the speaker, you apply the 5-second rule, okay? You look, you look at this 5 seconds, and then you look away, you gather your thoughts, and you go on with 5 seconds. Does that make sense? Again, with cultural difference, there is something that you're going to be aware of, okay? For example, a Native American culture, Asian culture, they don't tend to look you much in the eye. It doesn't mean they have something to hide. It's a matter of respect and a matter of culture, okay? I was in Albuquerque doing a seminar a few months back, and I was in my head. People, they seem like they're not engaged. So I go out on break, and one of the participants come to me and tells me, "Wow, this is great. That rapport exercise you were doing is awesome." Yes, I was like, "Really?" I didn't get that from everybody else, but thanks for sharing. He's like, "Why?" I was like, "People didn't seem very much engaged." So he goes, "Well, listen, 85% of the participants are Navajo Nation. So part of the culture, they don't look you in the eye. So you might want to tone it down." It's like, "Okay, got it." So I went inside, toned it down, I stopped creeping them out, and everything went okay after that. Okay? So consider cultural difference. Okay? Next, what about eye rolling? What does that communicate?
Not
interested. Here we go again. Right? All that stuff. Okay, very good. So avoid that. Next. Yes, please.
How do you avoid something when you don't realize you're doing it?
Very good question.
Training.
Very good question. That's a good question. The question is, how do you avoid something in yourself that you don't even know that you're doing? It's a blind spot, okay? And only others can see it. Good. So my suggestion would be, talk to your team, and they will tell you. Tell them, listen, I want you to point out these negative communication habits that I do anytime you see them. Would you please help me, because I'm so committed on becoming a better communicator, and trust me, for them, they have no problem with that. Okay, they'll point it out, they tell you, you do this, you do that, you do this, I get a like when you do this. It's perfect. And you just wanna just listen. Don't argue back. Don't say yes, but I don't mean this. Just, okay, got it, great, thank you. Okay, got it, okay, great, thank you. So that's my suggestion. Does that make sense?
So I have to conform to everybody else. I'm not trying to fight. I'm just trying to figure out how to balance it between not exactly changing everything I'm doing, but being able to communicate with everybody and not offending anybody.
Great. You know what? First, I want to acknowledge you for taking that step into discovering your own blind spots, because that says a lot about you, because you really want to grow and you want to become a better communicator. And it takes a lot of courage to do that. So, high respect for you for that. Not a lot of people ask that question, okay? And you asked me, how would I know what my blind spots are? And my response was, you want to ask people you trust, or maybe ask the team that you work with to start pointing out for you when you do things like that. Now, that will be your choice. Whether you want to change or not, that will be up to you. But this is how you'll be able to shed light on your blind spots. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Very good. All right, so moving on to the smile, okay, the smile. So what is the smile communicating? To the minimum level. I don't want to say like happy and ecstatic, right? But I would say at least that I accept you. I accept you when you smile to someone. the first thing that you communicate to someone is your smile. When you smile to someone, you communicate, I accept you. And guess what? People, that's the number one question they have in their mind when they meet someone is, am I being accepted? Okay? Am I being accepted? And when you're smiling, you're saying yes, you are being accepted.
It's universal.
It's universal, exactly. There's no cultural barrier with that. Okay? It's universal. Very good point, Elaine. All right, good. So, and guess what? There's a study that's shown that when you smile for 2 minutes, okay, with an open body language, okay, that's going to impact your testosterone and your cortisol. What does that mean? When you smile for 2 minutes, and let's say like, an open, power posing like that, for 2 minutes, you do that in the elevator, in the car if you're not driving, okay? And you do this for 2 minutes if you're not driving.
Yeah.
And you do this for 2 minutes, yes? And that's going to raise your testosterone up by 60%, and it's going to drop down your cortisol by 40%. Testosterone is your hormone responsible for dominance, for success, and for feeling good, accomplishment. And your cortisol is your hormone that's responsible for stress. So when you do this for 2 minutes in the elevator, in the room, right, before you go into speak to people, right, do this for 2 minutes. I do this every morning for 2 minutes before I come to the seminar. It raises my testosterone up by 60% and will drop my cortisol down by 40%. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. So go ahead and let's just apply it right now. Go ahead and have your arms all the way on top. Look at the ceiling and have a big grin on your face and repeat after me. Repeat after me, okay? I am so depressed. Go ahead, say it. I'm so depressed. Okay, how does that work for you? It doesn't work. Even if you try to be depressed, you can't be depressed in that. Okay? On the other hand though, I'm going to go ahead and stand right here. And I'm going to tell you I'm very depressed right now. Okay? I'm very depressed. Where do you think my shoulders, are they drooping or are they straight? Drooping. If I'm depressed, where do you think I'm looking down or I'm looking up?
Down.
If I'm depressed, am I smiling? Am I frowning or am I smiling?
Frowning.
If I'm depressed, am I breathing shallow or breathing deep? Shallow, right? So, all of us here, we have around like 40 people, and all of us came up with the one body language that will come with depression. Yes? It came up with, body language that comes with depression. So there you have it. Now you know how to get depressed. Is that great? It's like, geez, Kyle, it's, great, thank you. It was well worth the investment in coming here to learn how to depress. But if you know how to get depressed, you know how to get undepressed yourself. So when people are feeling good, where do their arms belong? Do they belong here or they belong here or here? Have open body language, yes? Are they smiling or frowning? They're smiling. So now you know what the body language comes with the state of feeling good. The science has shown that physiology and psychology are interrelated. Okay? Meaning, if you see something that you like, or you heard something that makes you laugh, and you start laughing, your mouth opens up, you chuckle, and your body language opens up, and you relax. Well, guess what? If you do that, if you open your body language, you smile, for no reason, the same wiring is going to go back. The message is going to be sent to your brain and saying, oh, my body is open up, my mouth is smiling, is open, that means I must be feeling good, and you start feeling good. Physiology and psychology are interrelated, folks. The most powerful tool in managing your emotions is your body language. It's 55% of communication. Start working on your body language. Keep it open, okay? Have a smile on your face, and automatically that's going to impact how you feel. I promise you that.